We sometimes couldn't eat just to keep moving forward, like a lot of people just want to give up and hide. Obviously trading brings a lot of financial success. Anyone can get out of it. You just have to trust yourself, you have to believe in yourself and just know the things that you're doing is going to help you improve. The byproduct of being successful in trading is money. I started from nothing and I just gave it a go. I just tried because I didn't care what other people thought. What's going on, guys? My name's Rihari. I'm 31 years old. I have been day trading for the last 5 years now. Growing up poor wasn't the worst. It wasn't like we were struggling. I was happy because we didn't know anything else. But because we didn't have anything else and we were seeing other people around us that had a bike or had TVs and PlayStations and things like that, it was oh man, can't wait to get that. And then as you grow and as you have kids and get a job and stuff, it's just, you don't want anyone else to go through that sort of thing. We had to walk everywhere. We sometimes couldn't eat a couple of days just because we're waiting for stuff to come in. But it was fun because we had heaps of family around. New Zealand's very family oriented, very small community. The town that we grew up in was actually the richest town in the region. And so we sort of lived on a good street, but in the worst house. But then everyone around us was wealthier than us, I guess. It was sort of oh man, I want that lifestyle. And then growing up, that was just the goal, just to be a millionaire. And so I left school and I was able to get a job with my stepdad building frames and trusses. And at that point, I'm 15 years old, making about $1,000 a week. Then it started to feel oh, I know, I can make money, I can do all of this. I was cooking dinners at 9, I was doing my own washing and things like that on my own. So getting to the point of being 15, I felt like I was an adult anyway. I think just from that point, I was there was other things in life, other ways to be making money. Success is, for me now, an easy thing to attain because I understand the process. Whereas when I was starting, it was what do I have to do to get to that point? I need the knowledge of understanding how I can do this to then gain this. Being at this point now, obviously going through all the education and all the different courses and mindset stuff that I've done, it's a very simple process, which, obviously just trying to find the routine that's gonna get you to wherever you wanna be. And then it's just a grind. It's just discipline, routine, doing the stuff every single day. But the self-doubt and the setbacks, throughout everything was, that's a crazy psychology thing. When you're having those moments, you're in a very deep, dark place. Obviously thinking, is this worth it? Is it actually gonna happen? Can I get out of the rut that I'm in? And it was just a constant grind of trying not to judge yourself too much. Thinking about where I could be if, I just kept doing the right things. But it was also knowing, am I doing the right things? How do I know that this is what's gonna get me to this point, which, I touched on about success is when you know the steps that you need to do, all you need to do is just follow those. The biggest lifestyle change that trading's brought for me is just spending the time being able to do anything that I want. And it's not necessarily going to do dumb stuff, but just that time with, family, like I said, or we might want to eat out and we don't have to think about how much it's going to cost, or if other people want to come, it's we don't have to think about do they have enough money for it. We end up just shouting a lot of our friends and family. But it's that sort of stuff that trading's done. It's taken away that financial pressure that a lot of people feel in just everyday life. The pressure of making sure that we had enough money to pay for rent, to have food, to things like that. I was still borrowing money off of my mum and stuff. Whereas now, do they want to come over to Gold Coast and I just buy them a ticket and, we go on holiday and just pay for everyone. So yeah, that's the freedom. That's the change that trading can give you. I wouldn't be able to do anything that I do now if I didn't have trading. Obviously trading brings a lot of financial success. The byproduct of being successful in trading is money. I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years personally, just living the same life, building a lot more in terms of wealth. I want to build generational wealth and property and business, things like that. And at the moment, we're just starting in that area. So hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be at the point where everything's sort of self-sufficient, creating residual income. So I want to become a billionaire basically because that's, sort of the next step in financial wealth. My goal was always to be a millionaire by the time I was 30, and then billionaire by the time I was 40, which at the time, like, very delusional. At the time, I was sort of like, why not? Like, why can that not be a thing? Why can't I do that? I have no idea like how it's going to happen, but just doing the same stuff, improving, upping your skills, everything like that, eventually you're going to get to the point where you can achieve that. If I can inspire one person that watches this documentary, it's if they have dreams, I just want them to try. Anything that they have, like growing up, everyone has dreams, everyone wants to achieve stuff, everyone's scared to give it a go because of what other people are going to think. When you care what other people thought, then you just stay where you are. When you don't care and you just back yourself and you just believe that you can do anything that you want to do, that's what I hope that they can take away from it. How I first got into trading was, so I was investing in the S&P market, but when COVID hit, I obviously wasn't working. We had like 6 months off. So I started watching videos on YouTube and day trading came up. And so started looking at day trading, what people were doing there. Didn't really understand it. Then a guy that I know, acquaintance on Facebook, he was actually posting stuff on a story about day trading. And so I just messaged him and I said, what's this day trading stuff about? Can I have a look? Blah, blah, blah. And he was with one of those, those companies like IM Academy. So this one was called Elevate. I was with them and they taught you like the basics, and then they had like different mentors and stuff that taught you their strategy. After learning the beginner stuff from them, I sort of just went off looking at YouTube and stuff, just finding other traders that are making money. Did Swaggy C's course, did Capital Hungry's course, Roger Banks, like a bunch of different courses that sort of just led me to, where I am now. My whole trading is, market structure and everything like that, but the confluence behind it is also fundamentals. So I've been trading fundamentals for 2.5 years now. So I have a solid understanding about it, but now it's sort of easy to understand what price should be doing. So how I stay emotionally stable through big wins and the losses is not thinking about the outcome. You're trading from your entry and then you're targeting the next key level or next breaker structure. That's what I'm trading. I think a lot of people get stuck on like what their profit is. They're trading for profit, like they're trading their P&L. They're not trading the skill. They're not trading the market. When I switched my whole mindset from being percentage-based outcomes to performance-based outcomes, all I had to worry about was following my plan. So my plan of going in where I want to go in, off point of interest or order block, and then targeting that next level. As price comes down and enters my area, then I'm making the decision, am I going to go in here? Like, is everything looking good? Is, market timing coming in? Is market session there? And if all of the things there that's ticking my box, then I'm entering. When you do that on a repetitive basis, you take away the whole what if, because you're leaving it down to statistics. Now, that's a huge thing that I push, is if you know your data based on your entry models and your strategy, then like there's nothing else to worry about. If your win rate is going to be 50, 60, 70%, whatever it is, that means in the next 10 trades you're going to enter, you're going to win whatever amount it's going to be. If your strategy is good enough that you can win an R&R of 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever it's going to be, everything that you're doing is just based off statistics. It's not based off emotion, or it's not based off speculation or guessing. It's all based off, everything that you know already because you have the stats. I think the one misconception that people have about trading success is that it's easy or it's quick. Like, I think a lot of people that are coming in based off the whole social media side of things think that you can come in, learn it in a couple of months and then become profitable. No one's sort of like sticking the whole trading out. Like you're going to get that a lot with social media, because like people coming into it to make money. And so their whole idea is, I need to make more money. I want to make more money quick. I want to learn fast, have it over and done with in a month or two, and then, away they go. There's not enough information for them to become profitable. And so they need more information. They need more time. They need to put more practice into it. It's simple. in terms of like what you have to do, but it's not easy. This has been a 5-year journey for me, but in the last, you know, two years has only been, you know, me gaining all of that success, you know. So you have to be in it for the long game. If you like this documentary, make sure you give a like and subscribe to Wayond.